hey, I'm blessed to be able to do this. You know, people understand that it's very fortunate for us to be able to compete, because a lot of fighters out there just don't get to compete just because they can. You know what I mean? So, first of all, I think I'm fortunate. So I walk out so much just gratitude and grace of like, dang, I'm able to do this.
So you're able to hold that space while you're walking out?
Yes.
He's a professional fighter who understands discipline, pressure, and what it takes to perform when there's nowhere to hide. He's a touring DJ and a music producer trusted on the world's biggest stages as the official DJ for Sweetie, bringing energy to sold-out crowds night after night. And he's an actor and entertainer with an on-screen credits across Netflix, TLC, and Fox, including the hit projects like Obliterated and 90 Day Fiancé. What separates him isn't that he has done all of this, is that he's done it at the same time, mastering multiple arenas most people never even step into. From fight camps to festival stages, from television sets to international travel, his life is built on discipline, adaptability, relentless drive. He represents the modern blueprint, athlete, artist, and entrepreneur all in one. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Cornett. Pleasure, brother.
Fire.
Finally, we get to sit down, man.
That was fire. Hell yeah, bro.
Finally, well, you got to give the flowers where they are, right? Dude, like, you're one of those people that, I'm like, what isn't this guy doing? Like, what are you not doing? I tune into YouTube, you're on the MrBeast video.
Yeah.
I tune into Netflix to watch a show, you're acting on there. Yeah. My wife puts on TLC, you're on 90 Day Fiancé, so it's like, and then what, you're trading in between, you're on Dre's on another day, and it's just, like, dude, how do you manage all that? Like, how do you?
But my motto is I put the paint where it ain't.
Right.
Everyone's like, what you doing? Putting the paint where it ain't. Put the paint where it ain't.
So that's the model that you go.
It is. Put the paint where it ain't.
Right.
Boom. We're gonna market that right there. Put the paint where it ain't.
So how do you organize your days then?
It's not even as crazy as like, it's not even that it's strategic. Mm-hmm. It's just, I know I have 24 hours.
Right.
I mean, I was not gonna sleep. I'm a family man. My wife, kids.
Other thing, you're a father too.
Bro, and you know how kids are. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. We'll probably talk about it. But, you know, it's obviously with discipline. And people don't understand how much discipline it takes to be able to do what we do. And it's not just me being a fighter, me being an entertainer, DJ, whatever. Because, like, you fight, you understand, like, the discipline alone can really help you in different avenues in life. So just, like, I would say just that discipline. It's kind of how I'm able to navigate through my day.
So would you say that your core discipline came from MMA and then you were able to kind of spread it out and kind of go after all these avenues?
Well, I've been disciplined my whole life just because I played baseball, football my whole life. I played at Georgetown, baseball and football. Nice. Been an athlete my whole life, you know, and then me wanting to take care of my mom was like that was my main focus, was taking care of my mom when I was a kid. And so I was doing 100 push-ups and sit-ups at like 7 years old. You can see a picture of me at like 11, ripped.
Bro, you're ripped.
We had social media back in those days, bro. I wouldn't definitely been a viral kid. Like, yeah, I was cut up. But, and that was just when I felt like it started. My discipline was doing those every day. I put a chart on my door, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. Every day I would go and mark it out.
What age are you doing these charts?
8, 9.
Damn.
Yeah,
you just picked that up on your own. You're just like, this is.
Because I was like, I want to go to the league.
At 8.
And I'm small.
At 8.
Yes, bro. I want to go to the league. I'm gonna take care of my mom. And so I would run every day. Right. I do push-ups, sit-ups. That's how I have like muscle memory and just cut up.
Yeah,
man.
That's absolutely crazy, man. And so then when did you transition into MMA? So when did that become?
I wrestled in high school.
Okay.
And done a little bit of boxing in middle school.
Right.
Yeah, so middle school, done a little boxing, and then high school, wrestled. And then got to college. And around the same time of like DJing, it was like, that's when the fighting started, because our parties were so trash, bro. At Georgetown, yes, they were trash. And then off season, like I said, me playing baseball and football, during that off season, I was like, I want to just do something else. I want to stay active. Well, it was a Georgetown MMA with a gym, maybe 5 minutes from campus.
Okay.
But I went over there, trained for like 3 weeks, and I got my like first. That's the first time I've been in a fight ever. Like, you were it's extreme. No, never. Just, bro, shit and breaks.
Right.
Oh, yeah. The butterfly. That's crazy. The same butterflies from the first fight is the same.
It just don't go away. It doesn't go away. So people are always like, oh, you've had 25 something fights now, pro fights. I'm like, it gets actually scarier because The first fight I went into, I didn't know what to expect, so you got no comparison.
Yeah.
But then there's situations that happen fight to fight to fight. You're building this memory. There's certain situations you don't want to end up in again, and it just builds. And always that locker room walkout, that same thing. And
Well, you know what's wild is like, I have a different approach with my fights because those, I guess I would say jitters or like those, you know, I learned how to quiet them down, you know, throughout my career because of music and because of DJing. And so like, I'll be making a beat in the back before a fight. I'll be making a beat, bro. Like I'll make a beat. I'll be back there just like, I take my mind away because it's like one of them things where I don't like try to psych myself out, but it's like, how do I get back into a very comfortable state of Patrick Cornett? Right. I have to go out here and fight. The fight is going to happen. It's nothing I can do to not, you know what I'm saying? But how can I get myself into a regular calm state? And that's typically music for me. So I'll go back and make some beats. I'll be back there just like until it's time to warm up for the fight. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, I'm cool. And then the crowd, bro. It's entertainment to me too. So
yeah,
you would be like, ain't no way this motherfucker. Coach Wood, shout out to Syndicate. Yeah. But Coach Wood would be like, bro, you fucking crazy. Like, I'll be back there and just.
You're making mixes for your after party?
Bro, yeah. You know. And then I walk out, I'm dancing with the crowd, like, because I just know that, hey, I'm blessed to be able to do this. Mm-hmm. You know, people understand that it's very fortunate for us to be able to compete. Because a lot of fighters out there just don't get to compete just because they can. You know what I mean? So, first of all, I think I'm fortunate. So I walk out so much just gratitude and grace of like, damn, I'm able to do this.
So you're able to hold that space while you're walking out?
Yes.
See, because for me, like, I will, obviously, I say those things like, you know, I'm grateful for, but when you're walking out, you're shit scared. Well, like I'm speaking for myself. You know, you're shit scared. You don't be. I always contemplate, why am I doing this? Like, why the hell am I doing this? Like, I'm like, like, I wish I was in the crowd watching this guy than having to be in this. And then it's like the complete other thing take over me. But yeah, obviously when you're done the fight, you win the fight, you're fortunate. But the fact that you can do it as you're walking out, like that's a different mental strength on its own. Cause I'll personally say it for myself. I don't walk out dancing. I walk out straight face, ready to go. Just like, can a natural disaster happen at any moment so we can pause this and I don't have to go through with this and my mind is like turning on me and my mind is fighting itself. Yeah. So you're not having those moments? Like you're able to go into it?
And I think this was led, I guess, on the more of the negative side of the fighting style. Like the fighting is because of that. Probably the main thing is that I put so much emphasis on the entertaining aspect of it because like I still look at it as a spectator sport. Right. And I don't have to have this anger built up to be, and I'm not saying you do, I'm just saying like, I don't have to have like this much anger. I'm like, oh, I gotta go out there and that could obviously probably sometimes hurt me in the sense because it's the focus. You know, my focus is a little different. My focus is more focused on entertainment. Gotcha. Other than going there and just whooping a dude's ass. I can cut it on and cut it off very fast. Like I've done it multiple fights. Like I literally smile high and then it's like, and even some of my opponents be like, bro, it was crazy watching you. Yeah. You can give them confidence because of that. You know how to fight game. Well, this dude is just, okay. Like I'm more angry than him. I'm more mad than him. Yeah. And in reality, it'd be like,
yeah, I think that's where a lot of people kind of get it twisted that haven't stepped into the cage is that you need to be angry to fight. I've personally never been angry going into a fight. I've never hated my opponent. There's opponents where I've had like, you know, certain beefs with and stuff like leading up to it. I don't think I've ever had any like natural like anger, like I want to wreck this guy. And I think that's where like the difference between a martial artist and a street fighter come in right there is like how cerebral, how calm and collected you can be in that moment and be able to handle it. And like you being able to go from entertainment, like, you know, you're just kind of dancing and just kind of snap in. That's a very unique take, man.
And I've done it multiple times too with, you know, I've had a weigh-in. Then I had to fly back to Vegas to DJ. And then I'll fly in the morning to the fight. And I've done it.
When I'm DJing and then you're fighting the next day still.
And then I DJ at the party. Yeah, that was Lights Out with Sean Merriman.
Oh,
Lights Out.
Yeah.
I flew, weighed in, I flew back to Vegas, DJ'd at Dre's, woke up in the morning, had a 7:30 a.m. flight. I DJ'd at 3:45. But it probably like 4 o'clock. by the time I flew back to California at 7:30 a.m.
So you're like hydrating and stuff at your gig.
Yeah.
So where's your head at while you're at the gig though? You're there, like you're actually.
Oh, I'm in the gig. I'm
in it.
Yeah, I'm in the gig.
So I've gone to like birthday parties and I'm like, I don't want to be here because I'm just so antisocial the night before a fight or like even like I want nobody around. Like it's not it's like the anxiety. It's the anxiety that I personally deal with is like I just like I'm trying to fight my mind. I'm trying to get my mind there. But dude, being able to go to a party and stuff.
And I would say I probably need it. Like I probably would say
Oh, it
that
probably helps you.
I would need that
Yeah.
to have a different switch for fighting because like the fights I lost, I can humbly say I've not lost to anybody that was better than me.
Okay.
That I can really say that guy was actually better than me.
Right.
Not one person I have fought has really been better than me. And I shot myself in the foot because of that mentality of like, Patrick, you survive. You ain't getting destroyed in the cage. You're having fun, and people enjoy watching you fight. It was like, but after a while, it's like, when is it going to be where I just start annihilating people? That's also my mindset where I'm like, I could be 10-0. Not saying I'm a perfect fighter. I'm not saying I'm the greatest fighter, but just the people I fought to this point, I've been better than every last one of them. But they probably worked harder. The mindset was focused on fighting, not I got to DJ. No, I got to do it.
Yeah,
that really takes away from that love for winning. It become my win would be the crowd enjoying the fight, and my win would be obviously getting a win, but also people are like, yo, that dude's cool. I like him, even though I lost.
Right.
So,
no, that's wild, dude. That's absolutely crazy. So it's like, okay, was there ever one where you lost and you had to go work a gig, like Redden? And what's that vibe like? Just the same? To leave it there at the cage and now you're on to
the exact same.
That's the exact same.
Yeah, the exact same.
And it's so actively fighting.
While in the arena, I'm pissed because I lost. Especially, let's see, there was rear naked chokes in the third round, and I was winning the fight.
That's the worst.
And winning the fight, and then you're just like, are you serious, bro? Like, so, but once I leave, I'm like, oh, it's all good. Because again, what I beat myself up the most is because I lost and I shouldn't have lost. Right. Like I feel like those are the worst losses. If you just lose, and you win, and you're better than you, and I feel like that was just not my day. Hey.
Do you think any of those losses came because that person was just more in it? You think it's just...
No, I really think I beat myself.
Like, this is your own formula that only works for you.
Yes.
And had you done it like every other fighter, like including myself, you probably wouldn't even be enjoying it, probably wouldn't even mentally show up to the fight. Like, is there ever a time where you just will cut everything out and be like, I'm gonna focus 8 to 10 weeks. This is my life.
My wins.
I ate. Those are all your wins.
All my wins, bro. And I'm being this, and not even that I looked good.
Right.
I looked good and I felt good.
Right.
And that's when I'm taking it serious and doing it, and that's just what happened.
Right.
Coach Wood says all the time, like, Patrick, you should have been in the UFC. You should have been in the UFC. Yeah. I'm like, Coach, what? What am I DJing? And
I'm gonna DJ the after party after.
I want to just be that guy who like, UFC is cool. Yeah, of course I would. That's what we all want to do. We all want to get to the UFC, but it's like, I'm also DJing. It's also pretty tight. Like,
no, it's actually dope. It's much simple.
Why's my teammate? They've been in Dre's when I freaking Aljo, like they heard me DJ before, like they partied, shit, they get it, but I'm also not that focus is a little different.
Yeah, it's no, I can fully see it's different. I didn't see it. So, just the DJing aspect of it, were you always DJing, or was that something that you picked up along the way and that was another outlet?
Yeah, I think with music in general, I've always loved music, and then when I actually started DJing, like I said, around the time of fighting, it was, how can I entertain the crowd? And then how can I bring out the best, bring the best out of people? Right. You don't never.
You really aim for that. I see that in the videos. I see that you're not DJing. You are actually performing at times. It almost seems like. You're like performing. Like the DJs are usually behind the booth, spinning, doing their thing. I've seen you running around Dre's and with the mic. Like you actually like enjoy performing, putting on some sort of act and bringing people into it and stuff.
Well, man, like coming from Kentucky, the Midwest is a little different than obviously on the West Coast, but just the way I was raised, you know, life is hard for majority of the people. They put a lot of smiles and they put a lot of makeup on it and put a lot of paint on it for social media. But I know that a lot of people are struggling just like everyone else. So like, I want to be able to be that one piece. People spending their hard-earned money. Everyone thinks that being rich and not having people have all this money because of social media is bullcrap. Like, let's be real. So like, if people spending their hard-earned money to come and see me fight or DJ, like I want to give them the most for their money. Like, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to just really entertain them people. So that's always my focus. It's just, it can make these people last 20, 30, 40, whatever dollars. And they just like, my life really fucking sucks. I really feel like my life sucks. I want to do something for myself to get me out of this rut. Now they see me and they're like, dude,
You need to take it seriously.
this energy is crazy. Like,
No, it really is, because I've seen it. I'm like, it's fascinating to watch.
yeah.
Is that how you got found by like bigger performers, like rappers and stuff like that?
Networking and stuff.
Yeah.
Networking and being very strategic and very intentional about my actions. You know, I tell people I'm actually about 80% done with my DJ Academy, and all that's going to be in there. But just like being intentional with everything you do,
Right.
you know, because you never know who's listening and you never know who's seeing you. So I can be DJing over here. We can be having a small event,
Right.
and then he knows people, and that person knows somebody that, who the hell is this DJing?
Right.
And I'm just 20, 30, 40 people, but I have so much energy and passion, and they're like, dude, this guy's amazing. Like, that's how it happens. It ain't the huge parties, the huge concerts. It's the smaller things, and go back to MMA.
Yeah.
It's when no one, you just
It's like from the amateurs, you're building yourself up. So how do you get discovered like a place like Gray's and stuff, and being able to be brought on as a resident? And
you're bad networking, a ton of networking, man. Like, you gotta be out in the clubs, you gotta be out, and even when you don't want to, it's just, I always want to tie everything back at the MMA.
100%.
No one really wants to go to wrestling practice. They want to go to sparring days.
Right.
And then it's like, but the ones you don't really want to go to, it's probably the ones you need to go to. The same way with DJing. The times you probably don't want to go to the club just to be in these people's face, probably the time you need to go. Every time I went, and I just wasn't feeling it at first, I got a great connect off of that. You know, so, and those are hard sometimes. As a family man, I'll be wanting to stay home.
Yeah, 100%.
But I still have to go out here and do it every single time. Like tonight, there's an event at Hakkasan. Do I really want to go? Absolutely not. No, I don't.
Right.
Am I going to? Probably so.
I'll roll through with you.
Like, let me know. Like, let me know.
I'll go network with you.
There at Hakkasan. So it's an army night.
Right.
You know, it's when you live here in Vegas, you have to be in people's face, because that's how you continue to also.
That's something I've noticed about Vegas. Like, you have to be in these places. I'm not even in a place where I'm trying to DJ and stuff, but sometimes I'll be at something and it's like, there's no way I could have been in the same room as this person had I not been here tonight. Yeah, there's like countless people that I can name off where those situations, and it only happens here to me. In Vancouver, it's not going to happen because it's not going to happen. It's not the same industry. It's not the same network of people. Like, this is like the hub. So I can completely understand, especially if you're trying to get into nightclubs like Gray's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway. So from DJ, you are literally in everything.
For the great.
Okay, so where do we like how do you get set as, like, I'm guessing you're going to say networking, but you got to have a direction with your network to end up in these opportunities, like, you know, to be on a Netflix show, to end up in a MrBeast video. Dude, one day I watch MrBeast religiously, and I'm like, there's no way that's him. Yeah. And I'm like, so how do you end up in a situation like that? Is there like an agent? Is there just you doing this?
Dude, I have no agent. I have no manager.
No.
Everything is me. You know, and again, that's with my DJ Academy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just giving away.
So you have no agency?
None. It's all me.
And
Yeah, all me. It's just, people don't understand, like, with opportunities, like, it's going to come with not getting paid. It's going to come with, you're going to actually spend money. You're going to wait. Like, you got to invest in yourself. And so for me, it's just been one of them things where I have applied. I'll get on Facebook and look in casting groups. You know, the people that I met over the years, I just randomly text them like, yo, you have anything coming up or anybody? I'm just constantly standing in these people's face, ears, or just somehow I'm staying relevant enough to be like, yo, if there's opportunities, let me know. And then really making yourself an asset. I tell people all the time, like, as a DJ and as an entertainer today, you get every maybe couple days, somebody's like, oh, I do this, and da, da, da. Right. It's like, and they want opportunities. So I'm just like, okay, how can I kind of like reverse engineer this and get these people ear to where like, I need Patrick.
Right.
You know, that's what I want.
Or you're creating value of yourself.
Yes. And not just a, can I get this? Can I get this? Can I? They give it to anybody.
And you think that's what the real secret is, that you got to bring certain value of yourself in order to get something back from somebody than just kind of gimme kind of thing. And that's something you bring along.
You see like very like wealthy people talk about it all the time, like the Jay-Z's, when he's like, yo, I wouldn't give my cousin or brother this, but they would earn it. You know, he's loaded. You know, he can give, but it's like, I'm just really, and plus the value and just the integrity of myself, and I'm a dad. And so like, I don't want my kids thinking this stuff's easy in life anyway. It's not easy. I just want to go out tonight. It's not easy. So you really just have to be so valuable to where people, you're likable. People want to be around you. You're not a dickhead. You know, I don't know if you can cuss my bad. You're not a butthole, but you're likable, you're approachable. You know, do you come off as someone who's easy to work with? All these things are like values that people kind of overlook just trying to get to the top. And it's the smallest things that can really, I guess, affect your opportunities because of you're not approachable, or, right. You know, you just, all those little things, man, it's very, I guess I take a lot of
all the things that you're involved in. What is the toughest ones that you do? Is it DJing? Is it DJing, fighting, or?
Well, I mean,
or my thing,
I would say entertainment business, and I would put fighting in the entertainment business when it comes to even UFC guys, because you know they talked about this, the marketing side of everything. Like, it's marketing. Like,
right.
Look at Jake Paul. People talk about Jake Paul. It's marketing. Like, of course he's gonna get paid big bucks.
Of course. Yeah, the Netflix streaming and stuff, like, bro, like you know, nobody else was gonna tune in otherwise. Like the way that, there was somebody asking me about that yesterday. They're like, so being a fighter, how do you feel about Jake Paul? I'm like, I don't need to look at him as a fighter, and he is fighting guys, but he is an entertainer where he is making all of us talk about it, look forward to it. Both the brothers. You gotta remember, these guys came from Vine, like 8-second clips, and this is what they built themselves into. Like, I didn't even watch pro wrestling after so many years, and I tuned in one time and Logan Paul was on it. I'm like, this guy's naturally born for this. But he is entertaining. I've never seen somebody of his size do the stunts that he's doing. And then his brother is in boxing, and you're like,
and he's very dangerous. I mean, they can call it rigged or whatever, but he's playing, or he's competing in a very dangerous game too. So yeah, and he's trained. It's not like he just, I'm gonna go by. No, he's actually trained. So,
and for him though, but it's like, because somebody was saying, oh, he got his jaw broken. I'm like, I've been a fighter for 15 plus years.
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. I'm like, listen, I'll take a punch from Anthony Joshua if I got the payday he got, because I've got my jaw broken for way less than that. And I'll take a payday, one of those paydays. Definitely, I'll take a Netflix fight. I'll take all that and try to leverage off of that. I'm like, the inspiration for him is there, the motivation there. He was able to leverage something into companies, into Celsius, into all this stuff. His brother into Prime, and it doesn't take a lot of motivation to stay relevant when you know you're gonna get those millions of eyes.
Yeah.
It's the come up that's always the toughest. And they've done the come up, and now they're just gonna keep leveraging and leveraging. Hey, got a jaw broken, but a jaw will heal. How does it work? Yeah.
100 million?
Yes, 100 million, 100% worth.
Bro.
I've done it for 10,000. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, as a fighter, like, people are like, oh, you fighters making this? I'm like, no, dude, the fight game is ruthless. If you want to find a group of people that are doing something for the love of what it is, go find MMA fighters, because they're 100% living that lifestyle. I promise you, it's not the money that they're doing it for. They're hoping that there's going to be big paydays, but majority of them are not going to get it.
And even UFC, like, even when you get to the UFC level, bro, after taxes, you paying your gym, you paying your managers, all that. You're not making nothing. Like,
no. It's like, if you want to find a sport where you're gonna find the real people that are actually passionate about it, that's the one that's where you're gonna find them.
And I think that's why it creates some of the biggest dogs out there, like just ruthless, bro. Because you have to be. If you don't have that, then you're just gonna be a gym freak and I'm a fighter. You ain't never compete. Like, so yeah, bro. That's another world. It's just a whole nother world.
So you've met Sweetie. You DJ'd Chris Brown's over here too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Then Voltaire, you were just.
Public Enemy. But Nick from Backstreet Boys.
That's wild. So, what's that like? Like you're getting to perform in front of big stages.
Adrenaline and just the dopamine, bro. It's crazy. Like, I love that shit. Like,
I look at that. I'm like, that's a life right there. I'm like, that looks wild. Yeah. And you're literally in charge of it. Yeah, like as fighters, you're in charge of certain energy or bringing certain something. But you're literally, when you're at a concert, you are literally in charge of setting the tempo for that arena, for that stadium, for that night. So that's because you're the first one out, right?
yeah.
So that's a lot of pressure on your shoulders, because if you don't build it, it's kind of like the opener for a comedy show. It's so what's that pressure like when you walk out there? Like, what's the biggest crowd, first of all?
Probably that Chris Brown one.
Oh yeah, you did Legion.
Yeah.
Damn, so you did the stadium.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Bro, I mean, it was, 60, 70,000 people in there?
Yeah, man, at Chris Brown, so it's like 90% females. And the 10% are just the boyfriends that had to pay for the.
But they still in there having fun too.
Yeah, they're in there.
It's Chris Brown. Like, Chris Brown's just one of them artists where you're not like, oh, he just taking his shirt off and I gotta be.
Right.
Nah, like Chris Brown has really good music. It's crazy because a lot of people I've seen get nervous in the moments just because of like the amount of pressures.
Yeah.
I would go, guess what? It's gonna stem right back to MMA. The amount of pressure that we have to deal with and the adversity we have to fight, and we're tired, and like all these things are just wired into you, becomes very natural. So like,
Also in MMA, there's so much of the unknown. There's
almost every moment, like, oh, I'm going here and I'm a slip. I've seen a couple, on tape. I've seen this guy. He likes to do it, throw overhand when and then he out there, he don't do it. You're like, oh snap. So all of that, like, you have to really adapt. It's the same way with DJing, because I might play a song and they don't really adapt, or they don't really,
So you'll notice that. So you'll read the crowds like right there.
All my music I play is crowd based. I don't make playlists. I don't make.
So you're doing it right there on the fly.
Everything's live.
Right there on the fly.
Yeah. I say about 3 or 4 songs ahead. So if the crowd ain't responding the way I'm thinking and wanting them to, I got another one I'm gonna load up. We're gonna keep it going.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Damn, man. That's crazy.
It's fun too.
Of course, it looks fun. It's a skill that I wish I had, because I love music, and I always have these remixes playing in my head, but I don't know how to produce them. So it's like, I'm like,
those are the ones, bro. I would think about doing a podcast or some type of video, like some type of series where I'm like just taking like regular people, and I even just like upcoming DJs, just regular people, and then mix like 2 or 3 songs together. Or like, what would you play next after this song?
Right.
If you were at this crowd or this genre, or like, what would you play next? Because so many people come up to you saying, yo, if you play this, they're gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
And it's only something that maybe you and your husband want to hear.
Right.
Yo, bro, I got one. The one song, it goes like, jump, that one, it goes jump. I'm like, wait, what? And that's their serious song request. And they're like, yo, you play it, they're gonna go crazy. I'm like, bro, I don't even know what song you're talking about. Like, well, I don't really know the name, but so it's gonna be that crazy then. You don't know the name. But yeah, you have to adapt to those types of people too, because that happens a lot. The drunk people, the girls, you're just never.
It seems like you're always having a party right behind the booth. Like,
always.
Like, well, actually, I've even seen videos of you rolling up to the venue. that looks wild.
Party bus.
It looks like
Game party bus.
It looks like a complete party bus, and you're going to your gig at yours.
Oh yeah. Now we on. Again, and that's just a vibe. I just like really good energy. I just love good energy, and I like to really share that.
So what do you look for in like good energy? Like what's good energy to you?
Just very optimistic people who don't look at things in a negative light. Like, well, how much is this gonna cost it? Or I don't even know if this song, it's gonna be hip hop. I don't really like hip hop. Well, it's gonna be EDM music. Why don't want it? Bye.
Got you.
Like, no, like, it don't matter. Just be a good vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you can be optimistic about a lot of stuff. you know, and no matter the genre of music, and I love all music. I love country music, hip hop, rock, EDM, house, like it don't matter what it is, but if the people you go with are a good vibe, bro, it doesn't matter what's getting played, like it's just gonna be fire.
So you have to listen to like almost everything because your library has to build basically, right?
Mine does because I travel,
Right.
but a lot of DJs tend to just kind of stick within their niche. Like if they're hip hop, like strictly hip hop R&B DJs, they might not be listening to Calvin Harris and Fisher and James Hype and
is that a disadvantage?
Yeah,
It is, right?
in my eyes, because of the way I am as a DJ.
Yeah.
I can play any room.
It's like being a one martial arts fighter.
That's why people don't understand. It's a lot of analogies and a lot of terminology that we talk about in like fighting. It can really go right and transition into DJing because like the same exact way. You know, Muay Thai, LeGrand, Demetrius Johnson, when they fought, what happened? You know, it's like I'm the Demetrius Johnson, and you have these great Rodtangs, and Rodtang's great. He is my favorite fighter. You know, as far as just like martial arts and whatever, whether it goes to Muay Thai, kickball, whatever. But you also have the guys who are I'm very diverse and I can play any room. It could be reggaeton, salsa, hip hop, house, country, rock. It don't matter the room, I can play their room. And I do it very good.
So when you're at home, are you playing around with this? Like, are you like almost kind of training your mind? Like, are you working on ideas? Are you trying on new ideas?
So something that I do, and I don't know if other DJs do this because no one really talks about it, but if I'm either going to a gig or leaving somewhere, I put it on Spotify and I just go through shuffle. And I get about 20 seconds in and I go to the next one. If there's a song I like, a song I haven't heard in a while, I screenshot it. And then I'll go home and just put it in like a crate of like go-tos. And then I'm like, okay, so I know I have Voltaire coming up with Public Enemy. Well, the format that they want, which means what they want the genre of music to be.
Right.
We want 90s hip hop, you know, more nostalgia type of music, and maybe early 2000s, but not like maybe like 2001 to Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go listen to my music. I'm like, yo, okay, they didn't say anything about that I couldn't play. So I'm gonna go and play some Disturbed.
Yeah.
I'll play Papa Roach.
That's why.
Because I'm gonna read the room. I'm gonna be a crowd. If I see there's a huge amount of white people, I'm gonna play shit that I know they know, but I'm also gonna sit within the format of the night, which is hip hop. Vice versa. Rare Dre's, a bunch of black people.
Okay.
But I see some Spanish and I see a couple, you know, white people, and I see some Filipino. Okay, cool. I know I can go into some reggaeton. I can maybe do a Papa Roach here. I can slide it in, and that's me.
That's cool. So do you ever like drop a song, like you remix it and you wait for that specific group to react to it? Like, do you like see if they're gonna react to it? Like if you're at Dre's and there's like a group of white people, do you like, let me see if I can kind of get the...
Well, I call those like dead zones.
Right.
Like I call, if I'm DJing, I'll look around. It's like, again, I read the room. So I like to look for my like dead zones. And if I see there's like a area and they're just not really in the night because either
really? So you're trying to like find those groups in there?
Yep. Because if people, it's Vegas. So people pregame, there are gonna be people who get drunk. There are people who's already drunk and shit. And then like, it don't matter what you play, they're lit. And then you'll have these people who either they've been there since 10 o'clock, and now it's 1:30, and they're just like, when is the artist gonna get here?
Right.
Don't matter what you can play their favorite song, and they're like, I'm tired. They haven't drank anything. But what I do is I know, okay, I'm gonna cut the music, I'm gonna go get on the mic and say something to them. Just,
oh, no way.
Yeah, well, whose birthday is it? What are y'all celebrating? His cousin, bro. And I'm going,
no way. You have
bro.
to get up there and start calling them out.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
I make them a part of it. And then that energy, they feel that around them. Because now everyone's got the eye. Now you don't want to look like the weirdo that's like just standing there, and now people just looking at you like, oh, it's your birthday, oh my God. And they're like, yeah. And then boom.
And now you reset the whole room.
Yep.
That must be cool to like, at the end of the day, like you're controlling, like it's a form of power that you have. Like, what's that feeling like? Like you're basically, you controlling a tempo of a room. Like Spider-Man said, like with great power comes great responsibility. Like, that's gotta be actually cool, because think about like, now that I'm thinking about it, you even look at Allegiant Stadium. You got 70,000 people in the palm of your hands.
Man, it's I would say that pressure alone is just one of the things where I've done it for so long now, where like I kind of know what to expect,
Right.
you know. But that still don't take away the fact that you got a little bit of that. Just okay, if my laptop just goes out, or if this skips, or that's still there because it's technology. When you can't put all your faith and trust in technology, but at the same time, I know that if this happens, I don't never overreact. I don't ever panic. It's been times at Dre's. I remember the mixer unplugged. This happened like 2 weeks ago after hours.
Oh, no.
I'm DJing, bro, and the mixer came unplugged. So
Dead silence. Dead air.
I had a look. I'm like, okay. So the mixer's off. The CDJ's on. Okay, boom. And I went to feel behind. Oh, shit's unplugged. Plugged in that camera quick. And then it like cut back on. My music wasn't ready, but the mic was able to be hot again. I said, yo, man, it's too hot in here. Yo, man, girl, back up. You going too crazy. Like, and I just start talking a little bit of.
Yeah.
And that night, it was just so lit. I mean, yeah.
That takes experience, right? Because you got to be able to adapt. Because there are a lot of people that freeze in that situation.
They knew that.
You freak out.
What me? They're like, what the?
Yeah.
No, bro, you had just. Who was that?
And that probably once again comes back down to MMA, where like you're bad, you caught in a bad situation, bad position.
Getting calf kicked, and just like, what the hell?
That's me. I cap kick Paul.
You know.
That's crazy.
Calf kicks me try. Yeah, I'm cool off that shit.
Yeah.
I don't really like doing kicks like that.
Yeah, everybody hates my calf kick.
I done seen too many just.
Yeah. too many people shitting there.
You get checked the wrong way, and your whole leg just. I said, no.
That's great. Yeah. How did you get that opportunity on MrBeast?
Kentucky. So I call him Uncle Zach, but he been knowing me because I applied for this show again. Like I said, no.
The one that's on Amazon, the Prime one, or the YouTube videos, or
oh yeah, the YouTube series. So his name is Zach, and he knew me from Kentucky, and I applied for this and actually met him when I done American Ninja Warrior.
You were American Ninja Warrior too?
Yeah, I done the one in Kansas City. Years ago.
Okay.
So I applied for that, and then I done Book and Score Challenge for Stone Cold Steve Austin. That show years ago. So I just, over those times, and I applied. These are just regular applications that you can do. Anyone can do them.
Yeah.
And then just meeting these people, again, being very approachable, having personality, where it don't feel like it's a gimmick actor or something. Yeah, it's natural. People in the entertainment business, you can see and just read gimmicks. It's not hard to do.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, you always got that one person that wants to be too loud, and they want to be the one you're just doing too much. You can tell you're trying to be gimmicky. And so these relationships I've built over the years of doing these things with these people are just like, well, Patrick, your opportunity. You know, have you ever heard of MrBeast? I'm like, my kids, I ain't watched no MrBeast, bro.
I don't miss an episode.
Yeah, and I was like, I know he's free. You know, he's pretty big.
Yeah.
False, but it was just like, absolutely. Rest was history.
So what's filming on that like? Like obviously the videos are like 20, 30 minutes, but I heard that they're days.
Bro, when I shot the video of the Wilderness Challenge with Man versus Women,
when you were on, yeah.
Bro, I was out there in the wild for like 20, how was I out there? 26 days.
You were out there for 26 days?
Well, I was out there for 26 days.
The challenge was how long you could stay out there, right?
Yep, Man versus Women, who can last the longest.
Right.
Yeah, and me and my boy TJ, we went. I just didn't leave him because that was his thing. Right. I'm a DJ and fighter. I don't do this.
Yeah.
Bro, they put all of that in 30-minute video.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a thing too. When you shoot for that long, dude, you can make people out to look like whatever you want.
Yeah, of course, because I got so much footage, you can cut so much stuff.
I done another video with MrBeast called Circles.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, okay.
I told him after, I was like, bro.
Yeah.
I said, Jimmy, the way I edited our video, and I said, no, when you because he has nothing to do with the editing.
Right.
He don't do nothing. But I'm like, bro, y'all made me look like I was an asshole, bro. He was like, for real? I was like, dude. I said, Jimmy, the way the video. I said, you probably didn't watch the video. I don't know, but the way it made me look. Is I was just like an asshole. I was like, I ain't like that. But it was all good. I wasn't mad. How like it's entertainment. You want to build a story. So.
How was that for your kids?
Oh, they loved it.
That was
Yeah, I got a drop from him and everything. He gave me a video drop and was like, he's like, Patrick, Italy, ISIS, like, yeah, I'm like, so now, you know, my daughter the coolest one in school because MrBeast gave her a shout out and all this shit. But
the circle game was shorter, like that was in days. So how long was that filming for that?
how long was we filming? It was a few days. It was definitely a few days because we had to stay in a circle and
Yeah.
shit, how long was we out there? 12?
And where did they film that?
Greenville.
Greenville, okay.
Yeah, it's in North Carolina.
Okay.
It's where we film. But nah, that won't be. We were out there for some days too.
Right.
It's just constant work. I mean, bro.
So the point is
staff is crazy.
like seeing the finished product to what it is there, is it like crazy? Like, is it
Yes.
like the whole setup, like the production setup and everything, or the way you see on YouTube?
Cameras everywhere, GoPros everywhere. Like, imagine this
Yeah.
is like one part. Like, so we got one circle here, one circle there. This is like one part. Like, there's cameras everywhere, bro. There's people that's like, his staff he staffs a lot of people.
Yeah, he
they're 24/7 because he has to have medical. So there's a medical there 24/7. Camera operators. I mean, bro, it's just, yeah. The production on MrBeast, and this is the YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It's insane. For YouTube. I'm like, yo, this is wow.
But would you do it again?
Absolutely, I would do it again, yeah.
Because I think the value he puts into his video, like his whole come up is just crazy. Like, you know, 11-year-old kid who just kept reinvesting into the next video. So his YouTube videos production is the same as his Prime video, his Beast Games production.
Yeah, bro, he puts the money right back into
Put
it.
the money right back in.
Yeah, he does. And Jimmy, I mean, he's so cool and just down to earth and shit. Like how he be talking like how we are. Like,
So you got to spend like actual like one-on-one, like you got to sit with them. And,
yeah. I've spent some pretty good time with Jimmy, but he's super cool. Like, and you can tell he really does. Like, but again, let's go right back to just when you get to a certain level of. He's made so much money, or it's not a thing of, it's not money for him anymore. Like,
No,
it's just like, what can I keep doing to,
right.
you know?
And I think with him, it always was that. And I think that's why the money came.
Yes.
It's because it always, like, you know, if it was for the money, he would have kept the profits he was making off his videos.
I said, people chase money. You chase anything, what does it do? It runs away from you.
Right.
I always tell people that, like, don't chase money. People, I'm chasing the bag. Well, it's always gonna be running away from you. It's really that simple. That's what you put down to the universe is going to get back. So I don't want to chase anything. Like,
So for yourself is that if you have a passion, if you have something, you got to focus in on that. Especially as being MMA fighters, we 100% had to adopt that mentality because there was no bag to really chase, right? You're hoping the bag comes along eventually.
yeah.
But yeah, it's, like I always say to that, I say the same thing to people. Like, oh, dude, how much do you make a fighter? I'm like, is that why you want to become a fighter? Well, I'll give you a million different things you can do for 10 times more money if that's what you're gonna get into. Yeah, it's just.
And how many fight, dude? Like again, because of training that syndicate, but we have fighters coming around the world coming there. Like you just, and then obviously studying MMA, there are millions of fighters like, and are good. It's not like 10% of the fighters are good, 90% just trying to. Bro, fighters are fucking good.
Right.
Like. And so now it's like how, almost like with DJing, how can I make myself more useful for the UFC than this guy? He gonna be better than me. But how do I put myself in a position to get that fight? How do I put myself in a position to go to the UFC?
Are you still pursuing the UFC?
I'm 34, bro. Like I think that's something I would have to really spend a good year. And I mean,
Yeah, of course.
devoted to MMA. Cause like, I don't want to just compete anymore. Like at this point in my life, I don't want to be competing and just say I'm fighting. Like I want to go and destroy people.
Right.
And that's going to take me focusing on fighting.
See, for me, and I've had this talk with a few different people about this, and I'm sure you have something to say about it, is that there's an opportunity cost to everything, right? There's something that you got to give up to be able to do something. So like you have to, you can DJ where you don't have to worry about ever getting hit in the head. It's a consistent income. Your kids will be fed. There'll be other opportunities. Or do you take a year and basically put all that stuff to the side? And is it worth it at the end for what you're going to make in the UFC and what it's going to take away for, like, you know, like for myself, like it seems like you're a complete anomaly. But for myself, when I'm training for a fight, I do have to be away from my family. I do have to be completely locked away. And now that I had my son, my my son's 1 year old, I've contemplated fighting all the time now because I know what's needed of me to be at that highest level. Now, if I can't give that, I won't sign the fight. But even if I can give that, then winning a fight, is it worth missing the milestones that I'll miss that I will never get to see my kid do? Right? It's like so there's no really monetary thing on it. That but opportunity cost is still opportunity cost of like, being here to do it, but missing all of those. And then for yourself, it's like you would have to put a lot of stuff to the side that it seems like you got your hands in a lot of different things that are really good. But to become the elite in the UFC, you would have to put those things on pause. And is it worth it for you to do that?
Man, it's tough. Me and Ode talked about this.
Okay.
But when Ode was still a syndicate, he was like, Patrick,
Yeah.
like, bro, you're a dope DJ. He was like, I wouldn't even focus on this like that. Still, he was like, I was still trained. Still,
I get where he's coming from.
he was just like, he's in the UFC. He's in the UFC.
Yeah.
In the UFC, he's just like, Patrick, like, unless you're like really focusing and you're wanting down on like becoming a world champ, because that's how you have to have the mentality for UFC. He's like, bro, like, I really wouldn't even put too much stress and focus on it. And so when he was
Being in the gym, training, have martial arts always part of your life.
I mean, the UFC bantamweight, well, ex-champ, Rob, he gonna get his belt back. He gonna get his belt back. But that's a teammate. Like, I see how this man works.
Yeah.
Bro, it's insane. Like, it's insane. Like, the amount of his mindset, and that's the things people, well, if you're not fighting, but is they don't see those days where you're not at the gym and you're still running, you're still working out, you're still going, he don't have any kids.
Yeah.
No.
And that's another thing that I noticed after having my son. I'm like, you also don't realize how much time you really had. You always felt like you had no time. Have kids, and then you realize you had a lot of time.
Bro, the time and the passion and your main things you're focusing on, like these things don't even really pop up in your head if you don't have kids. It's like,
Of course, yeah.
It's wild because like now you have these little, they're looking up to dad.
Yeah.
Like they don't give a dang how tired, how sore they don't care. And it's like the passion changes because it's just about you. It's you. Even if you have a girlfriend or fiance or wife, whatever, it's still, you're not really focusing like, I gotta make sure this, but no, we have kids, like, okay, now.
Fighting is one of the most selfish sports, and you have to be. Yes. And you have to be. It's like if you want to be the best, if you want to reach the highest places, you have to be. But actually, even in anything, like that's what Kobe was known for. They're like people are like, dude, this guy's cutthroat, this and this. No, that's what the Mamba mentality was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was about you. It was about himself. It was about becoming the best, and everything else came second, including his family. And his family knew that. They signed on to that. And that's why he is the GOAT. And that goes for guys like Khabib, who go up in the mountains and still coaching all these fighters and being away from his family. Then you got but when you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have a wife, or you don't have kids. Actually, you can have a girlfriend and wife, because me and my wife, she's been with me since my second pro fight. And we were doing long distance for almost 10 years because I would go back home, I would train here in Vegas, and I would go home on the weekends, see her, and then come back. And there was never really an issue leaving home or getting on the plane to come back here because we both understood that's what it was. Yeah. But now my son comes along, I'm like, dude, what are you doing to me? I'm like, I had no idea. Because I used to always say to fighters that I had kids, I'm like, well, how hard can it be? Like, I get it, you're away from your kid, you'll see him. Like, I was so naive to it. Yeah, so naive to it, I completely get it. And it's like, dude, those moments, like, these are just like, I try to like evaluate these conversations I have with fighters or athletes or business people. I've never seen anybody at the highest level of business or anything say, I wish I spent more time at the office. I've always heard, I wish I spent more time with my kids at the time. And I'm always keeping like a poll in my head of who's like, what's the score? The score is like 0 to 100 on this. Like, yes, they're all set. They have a lot of leisure time, but it seems like they're always still missing something. It's like my wife is always like, do a comeback fight. Like, do it. Like, now your son's born, he needs to see. I'm like, trust me, there's nothing more I would love to do. And I still, in my heart, every morning wake up, I'm in the gym with the pros, I'm training. I'm still high level because I'm training with the guys that have fights coming up. I'm right there. But I'm like, when you turn that other switch, when you sign a fight, it's different than training day to day. It's different than going, because once you leave from there, when you're not training for a fight, you can get back to business, paying your bills, go to your kids. But when you leave, when you're assigned to fight, you're still thinking about one man. A man that's going to be standing across from you on the cage on that day. What do you eat? How do I get? Do I need to do a few more miles to get that little inch? Because you don't even know what inch you're gaining or losing, because none of that compares to the day you get locked in the cage. So it's like all these things. I'm like, if my mind can't stay on that task, then I don't know if it's worth it. Because also my confidence comes from my preparation. Last thing I want is to be walking out and be like, holy shit, I'm unprepared. I can't even imagine how scary that would feel, because I've never had that. But that is what gets me in the gym all the time now, is going, that guy's probably training harder. That guy's training harder. Okay, I got to do more and more. I can't even imagine getting to the fight and going, oh shit, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah.
Already the other anxiety of what's going to happen, but thinking that you're not prepared. So I wouldn't even put myself in that situation. And that's opportunity cost. It's like, is it worth it? Is it not? And then my wife is like, go do one fight. But I'm like, once I win that fight, I'm going to want to do more. It never ends. For a fighter, it never ends, because what's the greatest drug you've ever done? Is victory. When you get your hand raised, there's nothing else like it.
Yeah.
No buzz, there's no nothing that feels as great as a victory, but it'll happen on a Saturday and you'll die on a Sunday, and on a Monday you're chasing it again. And that's what it is. And if you lose, you're chasing it even harder, but with this bitterness inside you, because you're trying to, time feels longer all of a sudden, because you're trying to make that loss back as quick as you can, because you want to get rid of that emptiness. So it's like, it's this never-ending vicious cycle that it's like, you just got to find something else. And like, you definitely have something.
But bro, that's the hardest part with how I am with fighting, because like, I don't have to train. And this is like something that I've shown within myself. But like, I don't need to be in the gym, and I come in there and there's guys that train every single day, and I'm right there with them. And I think mentally, I'm like, see, if I would just take this serious, train every day, I could be, but it's, again, I can, I should, I would.
Right.
And I just don't want to make those same way with you. I don't want to make those excuses for myself.
Yeah.
Cause that's gonna put too much stress on myself. And I feel like the way I am as a dad, a husband, as a DJ, a friend, I feel like I just owe it more to myself. If I can't get it off, that's gotta be okay. And I gotta mentally tell myself, like, Patrick, are you wasting all your talent? My whole life I've dealt with that. That's why I've never stuck with one thing. I played baseball, football, basketball, I've always been doing something.
Here are the manners that
But I feel like God is like, gave me all this talent. And if I don't compete, if I don't DJ, if I don't act, then I'm wasting it. And so like, even with fighting, could I just train? Yeah. Could I just teach? Maybe, yeah. But I still think I'm good enough to compete. But then I half-ass it, and then I lose, and I'm just like.
And you're like, had I done more?
Like, literally, if I just done like a 3-week camp, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
You do 3-week camps?
Bro,
For anybody listening, like 3-week camps is like taking a fight on 24 hours.
Fighters do not take this advice. Bro, I've sparred like 2 times.
Yeah. And you're going
It's like a fight.
shut up.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, don't take that advice. I'm not telling any fighter to take that advice. But I've done that. And it's just like, and I felt confident, and I was gonna whoop this dude behind.
Yeah.
Like,
I
knew I better.
You're probably the healthiest you can be, because you haven't really taken any training damage. Your body is fully intact. So it might be actually a good recipe at the same time. It might be a good recipe, because by the end of camp, of an 8 to 10 week camp, dude, you're barely being held together. Plus you're weight cutting, you're losing weight, so your body's completely broken down.
But I had been cutting weight on stage before DJing, like with a sauna suit on, under a sweatsuit.
Until you have a sauna suit on.
Bro, under a sweatsuit, DJing with a toboggan on, cutting weight, DJing. Like, it's on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I tried to do as much vlogging as I could, but bro, we had a show in, I want to say either Detroit or Chicago. One of these was Sweetie. Finished DJing.
Yeah.
I flew to Tokyo, weighed in, fought, flew back to finish our run for a gender ball.
Wow.
Tokyo. Like, that was stupid.
So what promotion did you fight out in Tokyo?
It was with what the heck are they called?
3.
I see it. Brain fart.
What was the
Oh, them guys would annihilate my behind. They're like, you gonna come out here on one day of training?
Yeah.
So I know you, boy. Okay.
Now some of those guys were taking enough steroids to do that.
God.
Like that was their way of doing things. So
Yeah, I've never failed a drug test. It's like one time I prescribed Adderall, and I didn't know, but it stay in your system for like 3 days if you don't take it, or 4 days, 3 or 4 days.
Test you for Adderall?
Whoa, yes, no, not in Tokyo, just here. I'm thinking about like
Test you for Adderall here? For MMA?
it pops. It's an amphetamine. I have a prescription. The only reason why it got through was because of my prescription. He was like, I thought you said you didn't take it. I said, bro, I'm taking like 4 days.
But what testing commission is here for, like, if it's not the UFC, it's not USADA?
All of it. USADA, yeah.
USADA was testing it?
USADA in Vegas for all pro fights.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that, because I've never fought in the US. I've only fought in Singapore and won, so I only train out here, but I didn't know USADA watched.
Bro,
Oh, wait.
all pros you get tested. USADA is
So, like,
testing.
Tough Enough and all them are under USADA?
Yes.
Oh, wow, I didn't.
Tough. Yeah, Tough Enough is USADA, LFA, yeah, all of them.
Crazy, I actually had no idea.
All of them. So you taking anything? And I don't take creatine, proteins. I don't even take anything for training. I don't take pre-workouts.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'll probably cut weight the wrong way. I know I do.
So how much do you cut for a fight?
20 pounds.
20 pounds?
And
I
I'll-
fight at 125.
I fight 35.
Oh, you fight 30?
Yeah, I'm like 55. I'm 56.
50 is
Then I cut down to like 36.
Yeah.
Wait.
I fought 25 a few times and almost shut my liver down all 3 times because I couldn't afford a nutritionist at that time when I did it. And then I drove myself to the venue, which was from Vancouver to Seattle. And I couldn't even, like, the border patrol pulled me over because my vocal cords were so dried out, so I sounded like I was on drugs because my coach just couldn't drive me. So I'm delirious and I'm got to do a 3.5-hour drive through Tacoma, Seattle and Tacoma.
Things that everybody wants to be a fighter.
And I literally have 3 liters of coconut water right next to me. All I need to do is drink it, but I haven't stepped on the scale yet. And they pulled me over. They're like, sir, like, you seem like you're on something. I'm like, nah, I'm fighting. This is what's going on. I'm like hoarse voice. It's
Bro.
like, this is what fighters gotta do.
My pro debut was like that. I cut 16 pounds in like 2 days. And I had acid reflux because of how dry my throat was. Bro, I could not breathe in the fight. I thought I hydrated and stuff back. I tried to swallow, I was like,
Yeah, you start to learn how important, like, nutrition, actually it's not even nutritious, how important, not the weight cut, but the reload is afterwards. So, like, I had to get a proper reload. Like, I noticed that stuff. Like, when you haven't had carbs in so long, what's the first thing you want to do? You want to hit those carbs. But now I've learned that for the first 8 hours after my weight cut, I don't even take in any solids. It has to be honey, then sugars, and slowly build it up. First meal, if I weigh in at 1 o'clock, I won't eat till 9 o'clock.
yeah.
It's like, because your stomach hasn't fully expanded. You got to put the weight all back on.
And you sit there eating, you're standing, bro, you will just damage yourself. You be like, why did I eat this crap? Like, why? Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. I mean, every fighter probably cut weight, and we've all been through that. Then the first time I actually cut to 35, it was right before my pro debut.
Okay.
Bro, stupidest stuff ever. I had a cereal with chocolate milk right the way in. I was starving.
Oh, like after the word.
Bro.
Oh, I bet you're Robert burning.
Before. Like, I never cut.
And you cut 20 pounds, is it?
Bro, I cut like
Oh,
19
I mean, the
pounds.
stomach was shrunk and you,
I went nuts, but ruined my stomach.
then how'd you do in the fight? That you probably were crashing.
Well, my stomach was, I was fighting like this. I'm like, oh my, crashing out to a punch. I felt it.
You probably felt that in the warm-up.
Yeah, bro, it was bad.
Yeah,
I woke up. Maybe I feel better when I wake up and went to sleep early. Woke up, felt worse.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, this is crazy.
because your body's grabbing onto all that crap. Because that's all it has. That's crazy, man.
Never again. And guess what? I never did it again.
Of course not.
Never did it.
Well, once you go through that once, like, okay, now I need to invest in a nutritionist. I think I got to do this proper. Because it can be dangerous. It can be really dangerous.
I think in my size, I should fight it. I should have fought at 125, but bro, I don't lift weights and shit, and I'm just muscular. Like, what can I do to lose muscle?
The black genetics, man.
For real?
See, for Indians, we just get skinny fat, and I had to, like, basically reset my entire ancestry. Like, because I was an overweight kid up until like 23, and then I was becoming an accountant, and then I'm like, I don't want to do this, and then I had to, like, literally reset my entire genome. And now my son, all of a sudden, he has like this chest and like shoulders. I'm like, I think I reset my DNA. I think I passed on something good. Like, I researched it. It's like they said, high-level athletes who, like, do something rigorously, which is, like, if you've been fighting for 15 years, whatever your body is, it has a muscle memory. You can alter your DNA even after it's been created. So I'm like, maybe I did that for this kid. I'm like, maybe I've heard.
Yeah, my son.
Yeah, they say generational curses. I'm like, maybe this is what I did. 15 years of resetting stuff for this guy.
That's freaking lit. Yeah, bro. That's 125 would be good for me, but it's like I don't know how to do that. When I done MrBeast, the wilderness one, you know, obviously we wasn't eating anything out there. Like once I got weighed in after, you know, I think I was at 137.
Wow.
Nah, obviously didn't cut weight. I wasn't like, but I was like 137. Man, I felt fine.
Crazy.
I was like, oh hell yeah. I probably can cut another 10 pounds and eat 120. But no, I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that, bro.
That's great.
I wouldn't even know. Maybe my leg. I don't know.
And so if you want it, it'll be like Manel Cape. Like you see Manel, like Manel's like 163 right now. He makes 125. And I'm like
I'm way.
Henry Cejudo, 25er.
Yeah.
DJ was the only one that I trained with where I was like, okay, this guy's naturally a 25er. Like Demetrius, when I'd be with him, he wouldn't
look small though.
He wouldn't go past 141. Now even when he's like, I'm eating all the time, I think he's like 149 and he thinks he's big. Like
He got a little weight.
yeah.
Like Floyd like that. Like Floyd probably don't cut like
Floyd, yeah.
crazy amounts of weight neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, Demetrius looked like somebody who would just
He just
stay in good fighter shape.
He always stayed in good fighter shape. He always was staying around there and stuff like that.
Yeah. Shoot, Ode's free is another you.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I saw him actually at the PA a few weeks ago, and I was like, this guy's, and he's a 25.
25. He was going to get 12. I said, bro,
Yeah.
I train with Ode. He's strong, fast. I said, bro, 25. You gonna do some things at 25, but you can have that. I'm not cutting up 25. No.
So
I like to be strong and fast and 35, and I'm good. My bench max 315. I don't even lift weights, and my bench max 315. In college, I said, yep, I've done enough. Nothing else to prove.
thank your ancestors, bro.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Awesome.
I'll be surprised with myself. How the hell? Like, this makes no sense. Why I can do this?
That's
Backflips and just,
Yeah. Like, dude, you do that stuff so naturally.
yeah. That's how I stay young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm 34. Let me see if I can do some backflips. I still got
I turned 38 on Saturday, and I'm like,
no way, bro.
yeah, I turned 38 on Saturday, and it's like, and I'm trying to fight it too. I'm trying to.
What's your record?
My fight record?
Yeah.
18-2.
What you see what I'm talking about?
Well, that's what it is. The UFC keeps using the age now against me.
That no
So I told them that I would even do Road to the UFC.
wasn't how old was Yoel Romero? 40?
Yeah, but they're like, yeah, he was 40. Like, you know, I think it's just the flyweight, bantamweight is so stacked.
Yeah.
And they're always looking for the, and like Dana White's Contender Series didn't exist at that time. So now they got so many avenues where they can find fighters that they can invest into. I think that's where it got, like, there's our Road to the UFC tournament where they all fight in Singapore, and then, like, you know, they have different countries and stuff. I'm like, dude, even though I have 18-2 records, if you want me to go through that, I'll go through that. But their whole goal is to find the up and coming new guy coming up. I'm 38. How much more they get? Like, do they think they're gonna get out of me, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
but for myself, being over in one in Singapore and stuff, it's been.
Definitely get it a call up.
Well, of course. So that's the reason I always stayed around Vegas, especially during COVID time. It was, and I saw so many guys get picked up like that.
Yeah.
And that was a really cool time during COVID time, because that's all Marab, Aldo, everybody ended up here because there were New York guys, and they all ended up here because they would just get called up. Actually, I think Marab got brought. Actually, my teammate Gustavo fought Marab based on that.
Really?
Yeah, because Gustavo was fighting in that Combate, that Combate league, and they're like, he was just training at Extreme. They're like, listen, we got Marab, you want to fight him this Saturday? It was like a Wednesday, and he signed it. And then you got a 3-fight deal out of it. And I know that Camilo guy, he took a lot of the guys from Extreme where they just come in and be like, you 135er, you signed anywhere? Come on in. I couldn't take that opportunity because I was stuck under the one championship contract. So they couldn't, I wasn't a free agent. So that kind of screwed me. But one took
I
was great.
I'd be lit.
It's cool.
There you go.
Knees on grounded opponents and all that. So I love it. Because I finished 3 guys with knees on the ground. Yeah, there's no getting away from that.
That's fire, bro. Yeah, I definitely would like to fight for one fight.
Yeah.
I think that'd be dope.
It's nice, man. It's a whole different crowd. It's a whole different atmosphere.
That's why I want to do it.
It's a whole different, like,
Exactly.
It does not feel like when you go to a UFC here, it's, the stadiums are just as big, the arenas are just as big, but it's a whole different demeanor of the culture of martial arts, the way they are. You'll have 18,000 people and you can hear a pin drop because they're watching. You'll do a guard pass and they're like, And you're like, what? Like, how'd you even pick that up? Here you go on the ground. Stand him up, not a boo. He says that completely different culture, man.
Yeah, there's respect the culture.
Respect the culture,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fire,
There you
bro.
go.
That's how it is in Thailand. You been in Thailand?
Yep.
Bro,
Yeah,
we
I've
went
been
to
out there.
we went to a freaking Thai fight over there. It was the same.
It's the same.
Oh, the energy was crazy. Like, I say, I want to fight here. I want to fight here.
It's cool, man. It's a whole different experience, man. It's like living a real life Street Fighter game.
Yeah, I want to fight there, bro. That's shit. Japan was the same way in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it felt like Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So let's end on this. So one thing that I always ask the guests at the very end is, what is the legacy you want to leave? Like, what do you want to be known for at the end of it all? Because you have kids, you want to leave them something. You want them to be like, this is my dad, this is who he was. With you, with your hands in so many different things, and feeling so many different things, and we've touched on so many different things.
Yeah.
What do you, at the end of the day, if today's your final day, like, what are we ending this on?
Literally just told my wife this, is that my legacy, because it was always the monetary things or the accolades and all these things. And like, it's really, to me, the legacy I want to leave is being honest. Like, just being honest. Whatever comes my way, I just want to be as honest as I can about it. Any question, any feeling, any thought, I just want to be able to let my kids know to, like, and I guess I go back to integrity, but to just be honest. So when I leave here, like, one thing I knew about Patrick, well, he was this, no, but he was honest. Like, he was told it just, I don't know. To me, that's so more, like, dope and just someone DJ to hear, someone, you'll forget, everything we're doing right, we're going to be forgotten in the next 100 years. It's going to be our kids' turn. And then when their kids' turn, but at least it'd be like my dad was honest,
Right.
you know?
That's beautiful.
So, yeah.
That's dope, bro. Thank you so much, man. The man, the legend, man. This guy makes me feel lazy, like I'm not doing enough because I need to take on at least 4 or 5 more benchers to catch up to this guy.
Oh, man.
It's been absolutely amazing, bro. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.